admit I was fascinated to hear that you were coming here today because do you realize that you have this sort of fan fascination about, like, where's Nate McBride? Why isn't Nate starting, or when's he going to start, or that kind of thing?
I've heard a little bit of that. I mean, I'm just working. It's all in God's plan. I can't rush anything, and I'm still having fun here. I love this place. I love the guys I'm around. I've grown very close to them, and if I need somebody to talk to, they're going to talk to me. So it's nice having that.
Got to ask you though, what was your reaction? They said, "Nate, you're going to talk to the media today." What'd you think?
It was a little bit shocking. I was like, dang, did I do that good in the scrimmage? But no.
Did you have a good scrimmage?
It was all right. It was pretty good. But it shocked me a little bit. But I mean, I've done this thing before, so it's always nice getting back talking to some of y'all, especially you that I know. I mean, it's fun. But yeah, we're just working.
Did they tell you why you needed to, or anything to say here, or is it seen as a reward? And they say,
They pretty much what they say is, just represent the university well, because I mean they do the same for us, and talk good about everybody, which I mean that's all I can do. I mean I love everybody here. It's a fun time. It's a hard time, but it's a fun time.
Yeah, and it's not like you're not doing anything. I mean, tell me. So I mean, you've played in every game since you've been here. And somebody told, I mean, maybe it was Coach Smart or somebody would have, maybe you're on every special teams or maybe every single unit. I'm not sure if that's true, but
for this year,
yeah, or during your career or this year. What you tell me, educate me on what you've done from a special team standpoint.
Okay, so my freshman year I was just on kickoff, and then last year I was on kickoff and punt return, and then now this year I'm repping. I'm either in the ones or the twos for all the special teams.
For all the special teams. So I mean, that's not a small thing, people, I mean, Coach Smart always talks about how important that is. But I know everybody wants to start, everybody wants to be in the rotation, I guess, and it hadn't gotten easier year by year, right? I mean, it's just amazing the kind of the job they've done recruiting, starting with you in your class, and every year it's just more linebackers showing up, right?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I mean, especially with Channing's here and Quay's here and Nakobe just got here. Those are all three great players. I mean, that's some of the best players I've ever been around. And I don't know, it's fun competing. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So it's all apart from your work ethic and how you prepare off the field and how you perform on the field.
Do you feel like you're making headway? I mean, what can you tell? I mean, the depth chart is such like a closely guarded secret, and and it changes day to day this time of year too. So
yeah, I'm working. We'll just have to see, play it by ear. I'm not expecting anything great. I'm not expecting anything bad. So
yeah,
just keep working.
What's been the most difficult thing for you? Would you say? I mean, because clearly, I mean, you're a big guy. And we've all been blown away by your track numbers at Vidalia and what you were able to accomplish here. So you're big and you're fast, right? So what do you think's held you back to this point?
I mean, it's a tough scheme we run here. You got to be in the book every day, and you got to. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff to learn in a short amount of time, and if you're not on it every day, then you're just gonna start falling back. And then that was kind of one thing I did. I slacked off a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just crazy to be here, honestly.
Does Kirby and Schumann and all the coaches here, do they tell everybody, we want you, but we're gonna try to recruit over you every ensuing class?
Of course. That's how you got to do it. You gotta get the best, and then get the best in the next class, and then the best in the next class, because you gotta keep producing that top talent.
What has it been like to watch Channing and Quay and then Nakobe Dean come in and see the things they can do? What are you telling yourself when you hear about them and then see them?
It's exciting. I mean, because those are good players, and it makes me want to work harder, even harder than I am now, and it makes me want to get in the book more. It makes me want to hit somebody a lot harder. And so I don't know. It's awesome having those guys around, and it's nothing about jealousy, because I mean, you get in what you put out. So,
what would you say has been your athletic highlight as a football player at Georgia so far? Is there a memorable play for you? I mean, you've been on the field for some pretty big situations,
I definitely would have to say the Florida game when I hit that guy on kickoff because I mean it was a collision, but I don't know, probably in the Rose Bowl game against Oklahoma, I made a tackle, and just making a tackle in the Rose Bowl game,
You're
I
right.
thought it was pretty cool.
You're in the stat sheet forever.
Yeah. How competitive is it to kind of get a spot at inside linebacker with the talent that they bring in here? And it's probably like that at a lot of positions. What do you do as a player to try to catch the coach's eye during these practices?
It's very competitive. I mean, you can't work your way around it. You can't slack off or anything, and it's fun. I mean, you got to do things that you would normally have to do, and you're gonna want to do that. You know what I mean? You have to take that extra step instead of like, oh, the play's over with. You have to hit the guy extra hard. You got to square him up just a little bit better than you did, because the little things is what sticks out.
Coach
You know, when
Lawrence-
you showed up here, I'm sorry, apologize. You were. You have to be confident to compete at the level that you've always competed at, coming to Georgia. But I'm thinking about your time, and you showed up, at the same time that Roquan kind of ascended all of a sudden in 2017. I'm just wondering about the reality of that. Were you immediately like, oh my God? I mean, you think you're good, and then you realize, wow, this guy's kind of otherworldly,
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy watching Roquan, especially in his, I guess you could say, his breakout year, his junior year.
Yeah.
It made all of us want to work harder though. So I mean, him going to practice every day, because Roquan would go to practice every day and work like he was in a game. So when he got in the games, I mean, you could tell he's just making plays all over the field. So that helped us out, and we wanted to be like him, the younger players, and shoot some even the older players. So.
Coach Smart has used the word havoc to describe this